Welcome everyone to a new video. On this video, we'll be playing Banner of the Maid, a JRPG that's a bit similar to other games like Fire Emblem. It's set in a alternate universe of the French Revolution, which I don't know how bloody this is going to get. Hopefully not too bloody. I don't want to have to censor it. Regardless, this should be a fun game. I heard it's pretty spicy. Some of the images I saw were pretty spicy. So, let's go. Okay. Alright. Officer mode. You can save the game anytime during battles. Retreating causes no penalty. Start of the game. Aim with a small amount of funds and reputation. This mode is settable for first time. You can only save one. Retreating causes penalty. That's just no normal one. As you can see, the little I'll remain a bit quiet here. Is the intro? Oh man, I love these type of games. Okay, so this is just an intro. So what is this, an assault? I don't... Okay. Well, they're really efficient. Seems like cavalry is kinda OP. So regarding the French Revolution, like, I know a few details. You know, obviously a lot of people lost their head. There's a few names that I can kinda, you know, if I see them, I'll be like, oh yeah, I know who you are. Also because I have a bit of background from Fate Granddaughter. Aside from that, though, I don't really know, like, specifically what happens. But this is also an alternate world. Varennes is not far ahead. Are you sure that the king will be here? Cavalry officer. White-haired politician. Is he white-haired? Isn't this just a wig? Pretty sure these are all wigs that were also infested with lice and whatnot, but details of the medieval Europe. I mean, this wasn't even medieval Europe. This was already ahead of medieval Europe. I can only hope that this is true. Otherwise, the king of France might already be in the territory of another country. Be vigilant, Marquis de Lafayette. I don't know who that is. If we don't bring the king back, the whole country will shake tomorrow. France can't afford this kind of blow during such crucial moments. Lafayette. This is the Marcus. Marcus is easier for me to say. What is the king thinking? Can't we just stay put in the palace? I mean, isn't that what happened? And then they all got killed. Comte, how do you say this? Comte de Maribor. No. Comte de Mirabeau. I am not good with French. Having just recovered from a serious illness, you should stay in Paris and rest. Oh, there's laughter. It was I who provided the intelligence, of course. Of course, I have the responsibility to accompany you. And the troops there, I don't think they're the Grand National. I imagine that's the name of an army.
原来如此。
It's the army of the royaltists. No, the royalists. Royaltists. They must be here to pick up the king. Like, am I protecting the king or am I killing the king? Which one are we? Are we the bad guys or are we the good guys? Actually, was there even good guys in the French Revolution? I'm pretty sure there was. Everyone was kind of insane. Cough. Then I'm counting on you. I'm not experienced in battlefield commanding or leading charges. Am I this guy? No, am I this guy then? Our actions tonight will change the fate of France. Marcus Lafayette. Oh my god. Lafayette. Please be sure to find the king and all of his entourage.
让我来吧。
What is this language? This isn't Japanese. Isn't this... The description said this was JRPG. But that was not Japanese I just heard. Isn't that Chinese? Whatever. Don't worry, you'd better take the time and think about how to persuade the king. We're persuading the king? I thought we were killing. Oh. Hello there. Your design is giving me Marie Antoinette's vibes for some reason. And I forgot to read what she said. I don't even know what she said. Anyway, the enemy has been alerted and are guarding the bridge. Just one guy. Anyway, move to the enemy first, get close to attack, and show no mercy to these traitors. Again.
不要松懈，革命的成败在此一举了。
Yeah, this is Chinese. This is 100% Chinese. Okay. Can I move closer that side? No. What? Oh, I have to select the weapon first.
速战速决，冲啊！
Where do they get the reinforcement? Lol. Dignified. What is that? I mean, this is a tutorial, so... you only took one. Prepare to die. Oh, he did die. Man, cavalry is another thing. Especially against, like, these single targets. There is still one group of enemies left at the entrance of the town. I hope the king is still there. No time to waste. Get it done now. Okay.
还在磨蹭什么？快下命令！
Is that guy ranged? Charge. What does that mean, charge? Okay, never mind. I guess we wait. No, he's not ranged. But he has a musket. Shouldn't he be ranged?
速战速决，冲啊！
Okay, very standard.
革命的成
I don't
败
wanna
在
move.
此一举了。
Wait. Didn't you gain charge? Yeah, I don't know what charge is, but I assume it's something positive.
注意队形！
Like I gain a boost to damage. Dignified. Still don't know what that is. But it does seem to debuff the guy.
速战速决，冲啊！
Ooh, what is that?
啊？
The royalties were guarding this carriage. Let's get closer and take a look. The designated areas that you need to reach are marked with yellow grids. Move in that area to complete your mission.
还在磨蹭什么？快下命令！
Heroic. Huh? Never mind then. Cough. Like the messenger said, it's the carriage that King took. I'll leave the searching in the town to you as I stay here to guard the carriage. Please try not to cause a disturbance.
让我来吧。
I will deal with it. You can rest assured. Oh no, he's the bad guy. He's a traitor. Well, madame, please step outside. Is she gonna tell us to eat cake? As I expected it. As I expected, it's her who stayed in the carriage. Surely you know what would happen next, yes? His Majesty is in the town, and Marquis de Lafayette will find him soon enough. Please come back to Paris with us. What will happen to our family when we return to Paris?
总而言之，
Documents left by His Majesty confirmed that he had betrayed the country and the people. You will be detained as soon as you arrive in Paris. For France at this moment, betrayal is a delicacy. Betrayal is a delicacy. Delicacy. I know what the word is. I can't say it. For France at this moment, betrayal is a delicacy. Is this, in which friends inside and outside Paris are all eagerly waiting to take their bite? Then what will become of my children, the future of the royal
总
family?
而言之，
Your children will be taken care of. After all, they're from the bloodline of the royal family. In the current situation, their lives can only be held in the hands of others. Alright, please don't make any unnecessary resistance. This is the consequence of the royal family's behavior, and you must take responsibility. Magic? What is this? Is that magic? Sure enough, as predicted by the painting, the blue diamond has responded.
哦，
It seems you're the person I'm looking for.
什么？
I'm very confused right now. What do you mean? I'm not here for the king. What I'm looking for is the hidden ability in you. Huh. Anyway, what I'm about to say may be confusing to you, but please listen to it carefully, then consider it seriously before answering my question. This is not only about you and me, but also about the future of the country. Yelling and commotion can be heard in the distance. It seems that the king has been found. There is not much time. Please listen carefully. Okay. Random magic has been found. That was the most turbulent moment in my life. What? I escaped from the gate of death, and my hands hold the key to change the future of the country. That was the legacy that has been passed down for hundreds of years and appeared in many stories and legends. Women who are affected by it are inevitably caught in torturous fate. Okay. I hope this action won't be one of the many remorses in my life. I hope that they can become the maids of France. That'll make the country faithful, peaceful, and stable. The maids of France. The images I'm having in my head are probably not the same. I'm just thinking of people with maid outfits. 5 years later, outskirts of Toulon, France. Toulon, France. Oh, you were in the difficulty selection. Young girl. So the saying that the king was kidnapped is false. If the public knew the truth, the royal family should have been imprisoned or even worse. Hahaha, it's just a story that I heard while drinking. Marivio. That's the fat guy. So he's here. I'm just looking at this chariot. It looks like an asylum room. You know those rooms in asylums are like full of like the walls, the floor, the ceiling is all just like this to prevent like the people inside from self-injury. Like that's what this looks like. I'm telling this story because you, my young lady, are too bored on the road. Oh, it was just a story. Speaking of which, I have heard several versions of similar stories. But the woman who's changed the royal family may truly exist. After her intervention, there have been many changes in the royal family. Oh, young lady, do you really believe that so-called maid stuff? Was it you who said it? Wielding incredible talents, the maids were born to save the country in danger. I'm not sure. I think I have an idea where this maid concept may come from. Is this like from inspired from Joan of Arc? They're gonna be like, oh, Joan of Arc was a maid, and because of her, there's other women who can also become maids for France. Something like that. I imagine it's gonna be something like that. This young lady in military uniform claims to be a graduate of the École Militaire. École Militaire. That's literally just military school. You could have just written military school. École is school, and military is military. So this is literally just military school. Why is this in French? Ever since women are allowed to join the army, the École Militaire received a batch of female students who passed special testing. Special testing, huh? A young lady. What's your name again? Pauline Bonaparte. Bonaparte. Wait. Isn't it Napoleon Bonaparte? Please tell me this is not a gender bender. A rare surname. You're not a Parisian, are you? I'm from Corsica.
说来话长。
What a coincidence. When I was young, I joined the army and went to Corsica. Speaking of that... never mind. What topic do you wish to discuss? Oh, I get select. So that means that I'm the girl. Well, let's go with situation of France. So how's the French Revolution going? Speaking of that, when I was young, I really couldn't believe a revolution would really happen. 7 years ago, the king summoned the Estates General to solve financial problems. That's right, the clergy of the first estate, the nobility for the second estate, and the commoners for the third estate. The Estates General intensified the contradiction between the estates, and finally a revolution took place in Paris. The Bastille was stormed and the king compromised, resulting in the legitimation of the current assembly.
Oh?
Jesus. Well. You're quite familiar with the history. Then what do you think of the revolution? I was in Corsica 7 years ago and didn't know too much about Paris. I learned all of it later in the École Militaire. But in the past few years, although the power of nobility has been weakened, the royal family stood unaffected. So are we post-revolution? Are we post-revolution? Are we still in the revolution? They're talking about the revolution as if it is in the past. I mean, I do know that Napoleon Bonaparte is post-revolution. Well, not post, like he was also in the revolution, but like he gained prominency after the revolution. Was he around during the revolution? He wasn't he? Oh my god. My brain is not... I don't know history. I don't know to any French viewer. I'm sorry that I may be screwing your entire country's history. Anyway. Well, the royal family changed their attitude after that. Supported the reform of the assembly and did a lot of unprecedented things. For example, girls like you were enrolled in the École Militaire. That's a policy promoted by the royal family, and they've made a good use of the publicity. Will that work? I mean, if you can prove that they have a special power, like magical power, I guess. But wouldn't they all be accused of being witches? If that were the case, pretty sure France was still very religious at that time. I know this too, but a soldier should not care too much about the political issues. Haha, I can see that you don't... Man, that laugh made me just listen. I can see that you don't care about politics, otherwise you would have known me. Really? Never mind, speaking of the military... Oh, we got a new option. The destination of your travel.
我们这一代的革命已经结束了。
Young lady, have you been transferred to Tolan? There's a war going on here, as I know. So we have a war. My older brother is also a soldier and is serving in Tolan. I'm here to your older brother, and your name is Bonaparte. Is your older brother called Napoleon Bonaparte? To take vacation? Wait, what? I'm here to take vacation. You went to a war to take vacations? How does that work? In my opinion, now is not the time for military personnel to take a vacation. Domestic rebellions happen from time to time, and the wars with neighboring countries are also ongoing. As you said, as a soldier, it's time to fight for the country on the front line.
Oh?
Well, then why are you... To be honest, I have just experienced a fierce battle recently. Well, it was said to be a victory according to the final result. Huh? It was said to be a victory according to the final result. Then it is a victory, right?
我们这一代的革命
Well, I can tell it from your medal. Oh, she does have a medal. And her bow tie. That's actually kind of cute. Wait, I just noticed. Is this a corset? No, wait, I wasn't reading. Even it's awarded by... Huh? Even it's awarded by the royal family as a response to the current situation, it must be a considerable degree of military merit. Okay. But the casualties were overwhelmingly heavy, which made me start to doubt whether I'm suitable as a soldier. Okay, so you won a battle, but at a great cost. So you're a bit you're hesitant to call it a victory. Okay, that's normal. Anyway, that's a corset. How do I? Oh. You have a nice design.
Oh?
The skirt is a bit weird. Like, the skirt looks weird with that outfit for some reason. So you came here to talk to your brother about it. Yes, it was also my brother's recommendation that led me to apply to École Militaire. Although he is strange and ambitious to outsiders, he is definitely a qualified soldier. Oh, it's a bit odd to hear such comments from someone's own sister. Meh? Ambitious, he's definitely a qualified... I mean, that seems like a pretty normal comment to make about a family member. Especially if they have a good relationship. But speaking of Tolan, it's definitely not a good place for a vacation now. Okay. The ongoing battle in Tolan. It has been half a year already since the traders within the city helped the foreign army to occupy Tolan. Who's the foreign army? Which country is attacking France? The nearby cities that are affected by the war are also in panic. Alas, people are suffering too much. This war must be ended as soon as possible. Okay, she's not saying anything. However, it is strange that not only the neighboring countries, Prussia and Australia, are attacking the city, but also the British. Wait, what? Where is Tossun? Wait, hold on. How do I write? How is it written? Where is it? Here we go. Tolan, not Tossun. What the? Okay, let's. That's right here. Where is Toulon? Like, it has to be a coastal area for it to be attacked by the British and those two other countries. It does seem to be a coastal area. Wait, it's in the Mediterranean? Yeah, it's in the Mediterranean. How are the English there? You're telling me Spain and Portugal just let them go through? And who are the other ones? Austria and Prussia. How is Austria attacking there? They have to go through Italy and Switzerland to get there. I mean, I don't know. Maybe back then it was a bit, geography was different. The borders were different, but still, that's a very strange. I guess no. Austria doesn't have a connection to the sea directly. Although back then maybe it was bigger. Whatever. Maybe this actually is an historical war that happened, and I'm just being an idiot here. Moving on. Sister House of Oh my god, these names. Bourbon is still there, even if they're worried about the impact of the revolution. They shouldn't be rushing to wage a war. Even His Majesty supports the assembly to engage in war. It's really, well, it's really abnormal, and there may be some unknown power in the back. Are you saying like the power of the maids? Who knows? However, it is not a strange thing for the king to support the war. Let's be very honest.
说来话长，
Wars generally give a lot of income to the winner. Although the king has temporarily won the support of the people, the power of the royal family and the nobility are still weakening. And if the revolutionist regime is defeated by foreign troops, they will regain power. If the revolution... So we are... Okay, so France right now is under revolutionist regime. Okay. No, wait, what did I do? Oh, I clicked skipped. Wait, I clicked skip by mistake.
说来话，
Okay. Do they even know how many people will die for this? Too bad. Perhaps I really have chosen the wrong person. Just my personal conjecture. In any case, war is inevitable. Okay. Please, no more reading. Then again, it's a JRPG, so... Glory on the battlefield, defending the country. We joined the army for this purpose. But when we actually stepped into the battlefield, it was totally a different saying. Hundreds of people will either survive or die on the battlefield because of our decisions. How can one take up these responsibilities? That I don't know. I'm not familiar with military affairs. However, you see, whenever you're of the royal family or the common folks who can really say if they can dominate their own fate. Okay. And according to my decades of experience, fate often won't give you much choice. What you think, young lady? In order to not make mistakes, would you let go of the opportunity to change your fate? Wait, what? What? In order to not make mistakes, would you let go of the opportunity to change your fate? I mean, isn't that depending on what your fate is? Like, if your fate is already good, then yeah, like, I don't care. And also, wouldn't your fate be changed if you couldn't make mistakes? Because if you're making mistakes, then I assume your fate is... Okay, I don't want to talk. Like, fate is a very weird concept. Surely not. So much for the talk. We're nearing Toulon. Well, it looks like my ride ends here. The person that my brother sent to pick me up should be near. Then I'll bid you farewell. If you happen to visit me in Paris, I'll prepare more interesting stories and some refreshments for you. Thank you, and I have a few words to say to you before I leave. Yes? Your storytelling skills could use some work. Please do home your speech before we meet next time. Oof. This is the first time I've had such an audience. This is the first time I saw Pauline Bonaparte. After that, she set foot on the battlefield again. And when we'll meet again in Paris, that's several months later. So is this him just retelling the story? The Canons of Toulon, Chapter 1. Okay. Is the guy who's supposed to pick me up still not here yet? I haven't seen Brother Napoleon for more than... Napoleon. It is Napoleon! Oh no, is he tall or is he short? I haven't seen Brother Napoleon for more than a year. News about his military merits on the front line can be heard from time to time. This area was once downtown. When the war broke out, civilians were evacuated, leaving only a mess here. People just want a stable and peaceful life, but they can't get it because of the war. I mean, yeah, Having said that, how come no one's coming? Did I come to the wrong place? Maybe. Sound of incoming bombardment. We're under attack! Artillery, and the distance is very close. Sounds of marching. Damn it, it's the enemy force. They have already advanced this far. How are you... Did no one see them coming? How are you this unaware? I have to find a place to hide immediately. Reinforcements. Oh, we're just starting. Oh, what is that? Leclerc. Did that young lady come this way? Could she happen to be Bonaparte's sister? Okay, so this is the guy that's looking for us. Can you hear me, Mademoiselle? Can you hear me, Mademoiselle Bonaparte? No response. Then I'll have to search this entire area. Who's that blockhead yelling on the street? He might as well lead the enemies to us directly. I mean, wouldn't he be directing them to him and away from you? I guess he must be the one sent by my brother. I can join him and escape from here. Anyway, let me check out the surroundings and find a place where we can meet. Toot toot. It's the enemy scout, a group of scattered soldiers. I need to defeat them to reach the intersection in the front. In any case, the safety of Mademoiselle Bonaparte is guaranteed. Oof. There's a chain of advantages against other classes among the various classes of units. Your damage and hit chance against the target will increase when you are in advantage and... Okay. What? Le Caire Chasseur à Chavel is light cavalry, which is in advantage against light infantry, but in disadvantage against heavy cavalry. Oh my god. Okay. Are we done with the reading? Is this game time? Well, I guess I have to go there. Inspire? What is this? You cannot cancel the movement using skills. Okay, I don't know what I did. It's a military camp of one of our soldiers, and it will hit by several bullets. Seems the front line has expanded to this town. The port is said to be occupied by British warships. I guess the situation is not looking very optimistic. I don't know how many soldiers have already been sacrificed on the battlefield. I'll take it with me. If I meet anyone friendly, it's easier for them to recognize me. Okay. We control this guy. We do! Go! Attack! Bread. Oh! We're gun cavalry. animation's good. There we go. The battlefield contains various terrains. Terrains affect the performance of troops, sometimes obstruct their movements. For example, it's harder to move through the puddles in the town, and fighting in the puddles reduces your chance of dodging enemy attacks. Oh, okay, puddle. I can't really go these areas though. So I guess I just go forward. What is this?
不要冒进，就按预定计划行动。
In this basket is a bundle of fleur-de-lis. The petals are already withered. Under the rubble, a dead body. Seems to be some civilian who didn't have the time to evacuate. It's not the time for sentimentality. Keep moving forward. Okay, so we're just collecting. She's just collecting items. Meanwhile, we're killing them. They lived. Hit or defeat enemies. When it's full, you can use a heroic. Let's get the banner, so we can be the Joan of Arc of the French Revolution. A piece of a burnt banner. Not long ago, I was fighting with my comrades under this banner. A white banner? Were you surrendering? Soldiers fought. Soldiers fought under my command, and although they eventually repelled the enemy, most of them were killed. Was my leadership good enough? How do I... Okay, I just have to drag this like that. Let's just attack. I don't think that guy has reach. And even if he does, he's not gonna kill me. That's one less to deal with. Oh, he does have reach. He'll still be fine though. Not gonna kill. A tree of reliefs when at 0. That troop will have to retreat. When your troop loses too much HP, you can recover it by using items via. So now we're just waiting for this guy. Let's use the item just in case. Just to be safe. I don't know if the heroic was going to kill. Okay, we'll use the heroic and see how it works. Heroic. Okay. Are you Mademoiselle Bonaparte? This must be the guy who was yelling. His voice was so loud. Excuse me, are you with my brother Napoleon? I am the subordinate of your brother Charles Leclerc. Well, just like he described, Mademoiselle Pauline, you have the temperament that fits this military uniform perfectly. Is that what my brother said? Except Mademoiselle Josephine. Huh? Except Mademoiselle Josephine, you're the one he talked about most. However, the fits this military uniform part is my own opinion. Thank you. There are a few people in the military who speak like you, Mr. Leclerc. Men or women, some people are born to be soldiers. Let's stop talking and standing here and go back to the camp first. There is an enemy line nearby and it'll be dangerous to stay for too long. Look out, Pauline! Oh, he's already dead. That was quick. Well, free horse. Hey, we just met him, so it's not like we have connections. So I guess we got a new horse. I'm pretty happy. Oh my god. French capped lawn.
Polina.
Voice of a man. Is this Napoleon? Are we gonna see Napoleon Bonaparte? The battle begins in 4 hours. Are you still determined? Soldier that I knew.
拿破仑哥哥，
Is it you, brother Napoleon? Oh my god. I don't know what to oh god. Why is his hair like that? It's so weird. He's too handsome. Oh no. This is weird. This is taking, oh, what's the genre? Where it's all like, it's like all pretty boys. Yeah, this is basically a pretty boy. Oh god. Is this a shoujo? This is a shoujo, isn't it? Leclerc asked me to bring you a message, that you owe him a big favor. Don't forget to return it later. What do you mean I owe him a favor? He died, he sacrificed himself to protect a higher ranking officer. That's his job. I owe him nothing.
真的吗？
Monsieur Leclerc, is he alright now? His legs were broken from diving in order to save you, and he'll return to Paris to rest tomorrow. Oof, broken? I mean, that's pretty much game over as a soldier. He ain't coming back. If I had paid more attention to my surroundings, I would have noticed that the area had already been bombarded once by the enemy. It was my poor judgment that led to Monsieur Leclerc's serious injury. What do you mean? It's random chance that a single random cannon shot is going to hit you perfectly and not like a meter or 2 meters to your side. Bad luck happens from time to time on the battlefield. Don't blame yourself. You see, he understands. It was just bad luck. It's not like you're going to predict that, oh yes, like they are blindly shooting into the city and it's going to hit me like just directly, just direct shot. It's like they're snipers with cannons. I've heard of your victory on the front lines. You won the battle, but with heavy casualties.
Oh.
You said, oh. What, did you expect to get some compliments from me? Napoleon, you're not the best person to talk about failures. You know, it's like invading Russia during the winter, probably not the smartest. Although the enemy was defeated and I was exceptionally commended, I can't forget the soldiers who died in that battle, and I can't praise our victory.
我
Should I really be considered a qualified leader? It was I who brought you to Paris, and it was I who suggested that you enter the École Militaire. Was I doing something wrong? No, it was my own decision to become a soldier. Recall your original intention of joining the army, Pauline. At this very moment, the war is still going on. The commander agreed to my plan not long ago. Tonight we'll launch a general attack on the enemy's position. Once the fortress is occupied, give me a moment. All this reading making me thirsty. Anyway, Glug glug glug. Once the forest is occupied, we can then use the cannons to drive the British warships out of Toulon. Why do I keep saying Tonto? It's time for this battle to end. Since Leclerc... these names. Leclerc... sounds like an alien's name. Leclerc. There's a show where there's like alien or like these weird creatures that have names like these. Like, I am Luke and Leclerc. Since Leclerc is injured, I need another adjutant. What do you say? Are you coming with me? I don't want to be your second hand. I want to be in command. Make your decision. Indecisive people are unworthy of the battlefield. Sure, mister. I go to Russia during winter. Maybe if you had made a single... You've been a bit indecisive, you wouldn't have fucked up that badly. If you don't want to be a soldier anymore, I will arrange someone to send you back to Corsica. I will stay, brother. Tell me about the battle plan. Well, the battle plan is easy. We go in, we kill them, we gain the experience, and we go on to the next one. Then find yourself something to eat first. You can't go to the battlefield with an empty stomach. Come to me when you're ready. Yeah, go eat your bread. Alex injury is my responsibility, but I still can't leave the battlefield. Protect the people with us from the anguish of war. It's for this reason that we decided to join the army. Jesus. We're already in chapter 2? The Maid of Toulon. Isn't that guy injured? Why is he there? Hello? What is this? I thought we were under attack. Why are we the ones attacking a fortress? Keep firing, the enemy resistance is still very strong. The battle against the enemy positions began in the afternoon and continued until the evening. The target of the attack is Fort Mulgrave, the most heavily fortified position of the enemy's defense around Toulon, and also the key point of my brother's plan. Once we occupy this position, our artillery can bombard the British warships in the port from the high ground, block their reinforcements and retreat routes at sea, and turn the tide of battle in one fell swoop. Wait. I think... Yeah, wasn't there wars where Napoleon was in ships? Yeah, there were. I think I'm remembering now. At this moment, our armies has... Jesus. At the moment, our army has suppressed the enemy artillery, but still hasn't gained a decisive advantage. If the situation continues this way... Ooh. Why, hello there. Anyway, Bonnet Rose. So your name is Rose. Hello, Rose. Bonaparte, it's turning into a prolonged battle. The power of our artillery will be limited if we hold off until the night time. This is Rose de Beaumont. Beaumont. I've heard that name. I've heard the name. Rose de Beaumont, like, doesn't ring me any bells, but Beaumont by itself does. And I don't know why. The artillery commander who's supporting my brother's offensive. Her name alone indicates that she's a noble, which is quite rare in the revolutionist-dominated army. So we're part of the revolutionists? Well, we do have Napoleon, so I guess it makes sense that we are in the revolutionists. Sure. Most aristocratic officers have been replaced by the revolutionists. Only a few continue to serve in the army due to the influence of the Queen. Rose de Beaumont is the most distinguished among them. I mean, probably because she's a maid, right? Speaking of the legend of the maids, it has been taboo for the past hundreds of years, as it's always related to witches and heresy. Ah, so I was right that, you know, if you had like these women who had special powers during that time, they probably would be branded as witches very quickly. So I was right. Recently, there have been positive rumors spreading in the country precisely because of the performance of General Rose de Mouman on the battlefield and the publicity of the royal family. I mean, the French probably have a big reason to kind of accept it better than other countries, because the French have the Joan of Arc story. You know, they have that part of history. So it's probably easier for them to accept a female officer leader, you know, than other countries. The remaining shells are sufficient to support 3 or 4 rounds of artillery support. It's time to make a decision. You look like a James Bond villain. Hubert. Rose de Beaumont, pay attention to the tone of your voice. This is not the era when nobles you can criticize and boss around people in the army. Oh, you're an asshole already. Did she even talk? She did talk. I didn't even notice she was talking. Oh no, the remaining shells was sufficient to support 3 of rounds. It's time to make a decision. Wait, what? What? Why are you mad about that? It's not a criticize. She's not criticizing. She's telling you you have 3 or 4 rounds of shots. Like, why are you mad? Maybe you should have bought more, Mr. James Bond villain. Your responsibility is to coordinate the artillery, not as issuing combat orders. She just told you how many rounds there were and asked for a decision. Maybe the decision should be to shove the cannon up your ass. This man is Hubert Mondego, the supervising adjutant sent by the general. There are many rumors about him in the army. Probably that he's an arsehole and that he takes cannons up his ass. His former superiors have all become big shots, so he's been rapidly promoted in the army. Officers who haven't received formal training like him aren't uncommon nowadays. So this is weird. Officers who haven't received formal training like him. Like, does this mean he has like experience? But then it says here that his superiors have all become big shot and he's been rapidly promoted. So it feels like he got promotions through connections and has no actual like military training. Mean that he's like the lowest of the lowest trash, which I approve. Oh, he even has the stupid laugh. This is... I don't like him. Can we kill him? Commander Bonaparte surely has his plan. Your reminder is unnecessary. Or you're just trying to take credit for his work with your so-called instinct of the maid. I'm just speaking as a common soldier. Yes, she literally just said how many rounds there were and was asking for an order. Indeed, we don't have enough ammunition nor enough time. It's now or never. Concentrate all the shells and launch the final bombardment on the enemy positions. I'll lead the infantry charge. We must seize the opportunity to occupy the battery on the shore. Pauline, you're with me. As for Monsieur Mondego, do you want to participate in the charge with us? Yeah, you wanna fight? About that. I caught a call on the way here, so I'm not in condition for the charge. I want to shoot a bullet through your ass. Then you'll be commanding the artillery support. I have already issued the plan to my subordinates. All you need to do is fire as planned.
什么？
While the bombarding is crucial to the offensive, I will see to it personally. The troops are ready and waiting for orders, sir. Rainy day, combat is extremely tough. The most important thing is to inspire the soldiers' courage. Put your ability to good
没问
use.
题，看我的吧
Let。me know if you need my support anytime,
好
please.
的，
Understood.
狠狠的打！
Ooh. Brace yourselves, we're under fire, bombardment. Hold the line, as long as we hold Fort Mongrave, victory is ours. The Dutch chance of troops, both friendlies, will decrease in the rain. Units marked with ally or temporary friendly troops of our side, we don't earn XP. They don't earn XP during battle. Units marked with con are friendly troops that act on their own. Try your best to defeat and maximize. Okay, so only Pauline is going to gain XP. He's also the only one level 1. What? He's level 5? He has more experience than you, Pauline? I thought you were in an army, and you were a general, and you won a fight. How you have... yeah.
不要冒进，就按预定计划行动。
Well, if I... no. You're a
为了祖国的安
cannon.
宁，
What's your range?
我们必须前进。
Okay, you have some range. 4 squares. Right? So... oh, it shows how much life you take. So if I take a step forward with her, I can hit all of them. If I go here, I can hit both, right? Yeah. And where can she reach? She can reach both of them. So... I'll kill this guy first, or I'll kill that guy first. I'll kill the one that's farthest first.
准备。
Animation is satisfying. Experienced musket. Oh, it does kill.
准备，看我！
Only 20 experience?
没时间磨蹭了，快行动起来！
Oh, you just kill them. No. We don't want to kill them. What about you? Do you do anything? Do you have any abilities here? What is this weird stuff here to the side?
把他们统统干掉！
Keep firing. Boom, here we go. More down. You killed yourself. Why?
全体准备，开火！
No, my experience.
给我打！
Damn it. Okay, do you get experience just for fighting? Or only for killing? Okay, you also get for fighting. You get 10 per fight and 20 if you kill them.
打起精神，可别落在后面了。准备
Oh,，we're gonna kill them. There we go.
战场上可容不得马虎。
地图分析，
She has
就让
very
我来吧。
little movement.
也不掂量掂量自己的筋。
Fire again! Boom! Damn it, the enemy, he has already rushed our position. Who's the man with the messy hair? And who's that young lady? Could she be the lady... Could she be like Lady Wellishley? Who? Not bad. The bombardment is going well, but the Rosa arrangement is trustworthy. However, our enemy is very tenacious.
Paulina.
Pauline, can you still hold on? Time is running out. Go all out and break through the enemy's defense. And strengthen their combat expertise. Although I only got one shot at the moment, now is the most crucial time. Command will increase the damage done in a short period. Once used, you cannot cancel your move you must issue an order, attack, and wait. Okay. Oh, so I can inspire, and then I can... Oh, that's a cool map.
都准备好了
Can I
吗？
reach them? No.
炮击支援准备好了，随时听候命令。
思考的时间结束了，准备战斗。
Can I reach? No. I guess I'll inspire. Not much else I can do.
狠狠的打！
Fire! But I'm forgetting to read. The eagle from Corsica will ignite the fire of war and will sweep across the continent. No, my experience. I'm sad. Oh! We didn't lose the experience.
不要冒进，就按预定计划
Get
行
out of
动。
the way, Napoleon. That's experience.
没时间磨蹭了，快行动起来！
Gimme, gimme.
注意，放！
There we go.
为了祖国的安宁，我们必须前进。
Take it slow, just get the experience. Okay, so she can reach from here, right?
就让我来吧。集中火力，开炮！
打起精神，可别落在
Oh,
后面了。
really? Oh, I guess I'll
战
wait.
场上可容不得马虎。
Yes, come at me. Give me the experience. Wait, what the?
准备，开火！
Okay, at least it didn't kill because then I would have died. That's a lot of damage.
给我打！
都准备好了吗？
Well, we can at least get rid of you now.
注意，放！
For
感觉不错，部
experience.
队的配合更默契了，继续努力吧。
That's all. I guess I did get one attack, which is nice. And defense
炮
isn't
击支
bad
援准备
either.
好了，随时听候命令。
Napoleon, you will get nothing.
准备，
Ugh, that's so satisfying. The cannons just firing.
思考的时
Okay,
间结束了，
Napoleon, let's get you to
准备战斗。
the objective.
没时间磨蹭了，快行动起来！
There we go. Unbelievable. Though you're just temporarily taking command, you fought with such bravery, as impressive as your brother said. I mean, this was mostly just the artilleries doing their job and killing people. You've overpraised me. It seems to me my ability or something. What? It seems to be my ability or something making the soldiers become. In comparison, the targeting and timing of the cannons under your command are truly impeccable. Yeah, like, to me at least it felt like the cannons were the true MVPs here. It's rumored that you know every detail of the terrain no matter where you're fighting. It seems that it's no exaggeration. Don't say that. This is all thanks to Monsieur's Hubert's strategic commanding, right?
确实，
Haha, you're totally not the same as they said. Everyone thought that the maid of the royal family was a cold-hearted and grim person. Rose, the situations on the other front are still unclear. Tell the artillery to catch up quickly and attack the British warships in the port. Understood. Soldiers, ready the cannons. Fire! Your Excellency, the bombarding of the French. Oh. Who are you? So classy. I like it. Oh, that's so classy. That's such a classy outfit. That's so classy. I love it. No showing cleavage, no nothing. Just very classy, elegant. Seems that the Fort Mulgrave has fallen. We should retreat as soon as possible before they block the port. Is she a maid? Hi, madam. This should be sufficient to force the stubborn old man to make up their minds and wage war against France. Wasn't France just in a war with the British? I mean, the revolution started because the French lost and had to pay reparations, and they went bankrupt. And because they went bankrupt, there was no money, everyone was starving, and the royal family got their heads chopped off because everyone was tired of their like high quality life.
有意思。
The status quo of this country is a group of beasts fighting each other, and the one that survives will be the fiercest one yet. We should take the opportunity and defeat them now. Are you just mad that you lost America because of the French? However, this is not something for me to decide. Anyway, I should return home for some long-term discussions. Really? We're not even gonna sink one of them? Ooh. That's some spicy art. Trophies looted. Okay, so there's 0 trophies. I'm glad I didn't miss anything. We got some funds, I don't know what for. I see you're here, Pauline. Well, I can see the whole view of Toulon from here. Make a good look, this is the city you've liberated. Brother, how can you be so determined to implement a battle plan like this?
可是，
In order to contain the enemy outside the city, our allied forces have been fighting very hard. Even so, we might have not had... Wait, what? Even so, we might have not had enough time to occupy Fort Mulgrave. That's a tongue twister. You're right. We were lucky to succeed in the end. Perhaps we should thank God for helping us. Normally, I would say don't. But considering we're dealing with magic, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it is God. I for one can't make such a decision. Thinking of not being able to win the battle while the soldiers fight with their lives. Maybe I'm not qualified commander at all. Aww. Aww. I'm just imagining Napoleon doing that. It's just so weird. Pauline, do you know what's more painful than a soldier's death? A lot of people's death? More painful. To let them die in vain wait, what? To let them die in vain under the command of incompetent generals. This is happening every day in the war. Oh, okay, I understand. And yeah, that makes sense, right? Like, there's a lot of bad generals, right? In history. And all those bad generals that failed, they lost a lot of lives by doing it, right? They lost a lot of lives in the process. And his argument is very simple, right? If you're gonna lose people, right? If you're gonna lose men, if you're gonna lose soldiers, at least win, so to make their deaths, you know, giving meaning to their deaths. Because if you lose them and you fail, then their deaths were meaningless. That makes sense. I can agree with that. I believe that I'm the best choice the soldiers could possibly have, so I have never hesitated when making decisions.
可是，
Maybe you should learn to hesitate so that you don't invade a certain country during the winter. But if I could come up with better plans, Pauline, did the instructors of École Militaire not tell you? The talents of soldiers must be honed on the battlefield in order for them to blossom. True. Before that day, the soldiers who died under your command are the responsibility you must bear. Do you remember our snowball fights back in Corsica? You won 35 times, I won 20. I mean, that's pretty good, to be honest. You have snatched 20 victories from the best soldier in France. Give yourself some credit. I'm pretty sure they're not comparable, but sure. Brother. So much for the gossip. I have to prepare my personal report for Paris. However, God knows what Herbert will say. I mean, if we put a bullet through his head, right? Just saying, like, hypothetically. If we put a bullet through his head, he can't really say anything now, can he? Anyway. And with this victory, the big shots in Paris should finally make up their mind and give me a chance to make a big difference. Remember to come and help me by then, Pauline. Understood. After the British warships withdrew, remaining enemy forces on the land were quickly annihilated and the flame of victory burned in the city of Toulon. However, the war is not over. Starting from Toulon, the conflict between France and all of Europe has become more intense. All this started with a revolution that took place in Paris a few years ago. Nowadays, the French royal family survives under the influence of a woman, which makes Paris a stage of order and chaos intertwined. Prelude, the Maid of Toulon Fin. So that was the prelude. Does that mean we're finally going to get to like a menu of sorts? 2 months later, Paris, France. Hustle, hustle, bustle of the streets. Paris is still the same city that is so lively even at this hour. Malmouze Café. Were there even cafes back then? Probably not. I don't think there were cafes back then. Whatever. This is a reimagination. So, according to the map, I'm right in the place. But I don't see any signboards with this name nearby. After the siege of Toulon, my brother got an exceptional promotion because of his military exploits and revolutionist recommendation. I'm also invited to Paris by the royal family to receive my reward. My brother asked me to find a cafe run by a woman named Josephine and live there for the time being. Oh, so Josephine, right? That was what Leclerc said, right? That aside from Josephine, Pauline was the woman Napoleon talked the most. We all heard that your husband has already been executed on the guillotine. Oof. No one can protect you here. Jesus! That's right, drive him out. This used to be our home. This doesn't look like an ordinary quarrel. Hi-yo! Hi-yo! Mature woman. Yeah. Yeah. I can attest to that. That's a matter of years ago. If you have so much spare time to harass me, why don't you go back and find a proper job? And don't blame me if I have to remind you that I have several old friends in the guards of Paris. Don't believe her nonsense. Those people have been locked in prison with her husband long ago. Get out of here, you serpent. Toot toot. This is getting ugly. This must be Malmouze Café. Are you Madame the... Oh god, what is this? Are you Madame the Beauharnais? Eh? Oh, the French and their names. My brother Napoleon Bonaparte should have written about my visit.
Huh?
Napoleon, you must be... Stop wasting time, alright. Someone help me and throw her out. Hey, you, don't do anything stupid. Rogues on the street looking for trouble. Seems that a fight is inevitable. Stop it now. Are you people not ashamed of bullying an aged woman? Oh, the I knew it. Oh, I knew it. She's best. Who is this young lady? Wait, she seems to be wearing a military uniform. That said, you must be Pauline Bonaparte. Too bad that you're seeing this. Come with me to the cafe now. What did she say, Pauline? Pauline Bonaparte? It's the Maid of Toulon, damn it. What trouble have you got us into? I'm done with it. Hey old man, you better watch it. Fortunately, my brother taught me how to fight back in Corsica. Also my my swordsmanship, which was taught by instructor Dion. Dion? Are we gonna meet instructor Dion? The Maid of Toulon. What are they talking about? They must be hired by nearby gangs to make trouble. After all, my salon cut a lot of businesses from them when I was booming. Oh no, ravi de vous rencontrer, Madame de Beauharnais. Oh my god, French. I put this in English. Put me this in English. I don't want French. I mean, I'm playing a French game, not French game, but a French story-driven game. My brother should have mentioned it in his letters. I apologize if I'm bothering by living here during my stay in Paris. Just call me Josephine. So you're Napoleon's sister, hmm? Excuse me, my brother nearly said it was a stylish Magnus. Oh my god, I can't even read. Wait. Need another sip of water. My throat is dry. Excuse me, my brother clearly said it was a stylish, magnificent place. Why is it so run down? Run down? Young lady, I didn't promise anyone to let you live here. Now did I? What? What do you mean?
那你可就不懂了。
It seems that you still don't know it, that your story has spread all over Paris. The flower of the battlefield that bloomed in Toulon, and the maid of France that's equal to Rose de Mont. Something like that. What? What is going on here? Oh, you obviously didn't. In short, you're already a star in Paris. If you live here, maybe you'll bring in some unexpected trouble. Alas, it's okay to lend you a room here, but you'll have to help me out. Of course, anything I can do. Then join my club, the Malmaison, and be my adjuvant. What? It was a small organization that I gathered by hosting the saloon here. It was quite popular in the past, although as you can see, after my ex-husband died, it was gradually deserted.
你解救我。
I'm not the kind of person who gives up easily. However, to make a comeback, I need someone to help. I'm sorry, I can't stay in Paris for too long, and I don't know much about social...
那你可就不懂了。
That you don't have to worry about. The rising stars in the army, just like you, are the best political signboard. Just like the Jacobins soliciting your brother. If you keep earning military merit on the battlefield, there will be people who are willing to worship you and the influence of our faction is guaranteed. When you come back to Paris, you'll have to occasionally deal with the commissions that you're tasked with by the big shots, and everything will go smooth. And keeping a good relationship with other factions will also benefit you in various ways. Your brother's promotion is a good example of this. Of course, with your current fame, you can also pledge your service to the big shots, or simply declare loyalty to the royal family. Then I'll stay with you. If you need my help with anything, please don't hesitate to tell me. Are you sure you want to stay in such a small place? Of course, my brother said that you're a reliable person. Moreover, I want to gain a foothold in the army with my own skills. Good for you. However, if you want to help, do you know the rules of etiquette for social occasions? Well, in short, always strike first with a decisive attack. That's what my brother taught me. Oh, you two are truly brother and sister. Well then, there is a room available upstairs. It used to be my husband's room. You can live there for the time being. It's already quite late today, so get some rest. Location Mademoiselle's Saloon has been unlocked. The faction Malmaison has been unlocked. We have unlocks. On the second floor at Mademoiselle Cafe, listening to the sound of the carriages that occasionally pass by the window, I recall my life in the École Militaire. According to Josephine's instruction, Paris has changed a lot compared to the days when I was in the École Militaire. The Feuillante, led by the commander-in-chief of the army, Marcus the Lafayette, and the implementing constitutional monarchy, are now the main authorities. Who's that? The king's declaration of supporting the revolution had won over many supports of the royal family among the common folks and noble outside. So this is the king? Okay, this is Napoleon. Because their political views match the voices of people, the prestige of the Jacobins is rising, my brother among them too. Okay, these are the citizens. The situation continued to change. All factions are trying to win the support of the partisan citizens. I couldn't help but think of the classmates that I had in the École Militaire. Eugene, Cosette, Charlotte. I wonder how they're doing now. I met them, said farewell, and went to the battlefield. I witnessed the soldiers die under a banner. I tasted victory and pain. I thought about giving up my identity of being a soldier, but eventually I stayed. Not only because of the persuasion of my brother and others, but also because of my own pursuit. When I'm on the battlefield, I have a special ability to inspire soldiers with courage and motivate them to move forward. As if I could naturally win their trust, although I still don't know where this ability comes from. It's because you're a maid. And because of this, I can't take the responsibility of a commander as decisively as my brother. There are still a few days before the banquet held by the family royalty. Until then, what should I do with my free time in Paris? Oh, is this... like, do I just have to make a decision here? I mean, I think... I don't know, is this like a decision? Let's observe the people. Occasionally countering disputes, and I have a new understanding how to protect myself. Has acquired a new skill. Armor 1, which reduces damage received from when attacking by blades and cannons. Oh! We gained a skill. Now I'm curious what the other ones give. A few days later. Okay, I'm seeing a menu. Are we finally in a menu where I can stop? In the Mademoiselle Salon, you can take the side quests and view information such as the gallery and career achievements. The current influence of the Mademoiselles is not high enough to provide side quests to you. Try to attract the attention of other factions first. Talk to Josephine to find out what to do now. You can save there. Anyway, I'll be stopping here. This is Banner of the Maids. So far, it's fine. You know, it's nothing revolutionary. Obviously, I've only played the prologue. Jesus, this has a lot more story than I thought it would. Normally, games like Fire Emblem and whatnot have very short, like, sections of dialogue, followed by combat, followed by a short section of dialogue, followed by combat. This is just full. This is practically a visual novel. However, we have just entered the menu, and I'm seeing a lot of sayings. I'm not gonna explore them yet. I'm not gonna click on any of them. I'll leave that to the next video that I'll do about this. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment down below. And until next time, bye-bye.